back, Jaguars. Hope you're all doing great. Happy as well, November. I'm in shock that we're already here.
Yeah, we're almost done with the semester, huh?
I know. I feel like now we're getting closer to winter break, but also closer to the winter session if you're going to be taking winter classes. And then as well starting the spring semester. Like I'm in shock, right? But all good stuff. So welcome. I want to definitely welcome you again to our fabulous episode. In this actual episode, we have a fabulous guest. And so this guest has definitely been busy, but of course, we want to thank our guest for being here and sharing a little bit about herself and then some of the projects that she's working with. Now, you're wondering, well, who is this guest? Okay. So we are honored to welcome a very special guest, fabulous guest, and Dr. Beatriz Chaidez, the Chancellor of San Jose Evergreen Community College District. With more than 25 years of experience in education, Dr. Chaidez has served as a teacher, principal, superintendent, assistant superintendent, and now leads our entire district.
And she's passionate about building bridges between K-12 schools and colleges with creating opportunities for students and guiding the future of education of our community. Beyond her immersive leadership, she is also a traveler, lifelong learner, and a proud mom. And we're very excited to hear her story and vision for students just like us.
Yay! So welcome!
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We're excited to hear. So Dr. Chaidez, we want to start this segment actually with a little icebreaker, okay? Now we always vary it, right? We'll do like games or you'll do like truth, what two truths and then one is false, right? We're going to mix it up today. So last month in our segment, we were discussing stress, right? As well as mental health and taking care of your mental health. Right. And we had psychology professor Christina Leal, who also walked into an activity, right, to help us reduce any stress. Now, we want to know, we're all very busy, right? A lot going on. We want to know as far as, are there any hobbies that you're doing right now to help you with managing stress?
Right. Yes. So actually I combined two hobbies into one with the ultimate goal of reducing stress. So I'm very much family oriented. So there's two great passions in my life, which is my job, my work, education, and my family. So over the summer, my two nephews started, we call it the Chaidez Fitness Lab. And we started weight training. So I combined my love for my family and now a love for weight training and exercise. So yes, we started that, and the goal is to at least exercise 3 times a week.
Nice.
Yes, I'm enjoying it a lot, and actually lifted more than I ever thought possible.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is really nice and exciting, and this is something that I also shared just before we started the recording. We've had a little chat that I'm also been weightlifting for like 2 years, and I just feel like it's not only good for your physical and actual health, but also really good for your mental health. Yeah. And I don't know how about you, but for me, if I spend like 2 hours being in the gym, after that, I just feel so good, even though like my day was like super stressful and busy. So
100%. And what I appreciate is, it's also like our family community. So we're there cheering each other on. Right when you're thinking you're gonna fail at a squat, you're saying you can do it, you got one more rep, and, it's a great, stress reliever. Also builds your confidence and has some very much, some positive, physiological effects as well.
100%. How about you, Professor Ladora?
Well, that was a tricky one for me. I'm like, because, I've shared with you, Ghana, I have different hobbies. I love doing puzzles. As well, I love to make flow arrangements. But one recent thing I actually started doing after we had Professor Christina Leal visit our episode is I've actually now been going outside, just sitting outside my house, okay, and just relaxing, being in the moment, trying to avoid any stress I may carry, and just relax, taking those deep breaths. And I've been doing that for like about 15 minutes, just out there by myself. And it really has helped me because by the time I go back inside, I feel brand new. I'm like, okay, everything's outside and let's get the day going.
I feel like it's a great practice because also I feel like now this semester is the semester when I'm applying for transfer. And with being part-time worker, college student, and
Yes.
applying for transfer, it can be very stressful for us, for everybody who's applying this year, to kind of be in all this rush and just like do the stuff every minute of your life. But then it is just great to go outside. Chancellor Chaidez, before we start, I believe it'll be really helpful for our students, very helpful to kind of learn about how your day looks like as a chancellor. What do you do? And, you know, just share with us.
Right. So I feel very fortunate to, first of all, be in the role of chancellor. Never would have imagined that I had this opportunity. But my day is very busy, as many leaders across the district and across our educational system. So you start the day, or I start the day by reviewing what my priorities, you know, it's usually lots of meetings and lots of emails and phone calls. So I'll check my emails. The more urgent ones I answer, and the rest are on my to-do list. And so I live in Salinas, so I have an hour and a half commute. So I use that time to also work. So I typically call somebody on my list of things to do. We review projects. I also use it as a time to check in with mentors and family as well. You stick family in there as well. And then get to work and meetings from 9 to probably slowing down by 4:30. And then it could involve a community event. So my day can fluctuates in terms, there's not a set time you go in or a set time you leave. But enjoy every minute of it. So busy. Emails, meetings, engagements.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
And so we also want to know is, can you walk us through your educational journey?
Right. So I feel like my story is the story of many students that, you know, have had similar journeys, and even colleagues. So I grew up in Fresno County, and as an English learner, my parents are from Mexico, or were, may they rest in peace. And Spanish was my first language, so I learned English through navigating the school system, and loved school so much that I thought, I want to be a teacher. So that's what I pursued, and actually did not even realize what college was until I was a middle school student, a sixth grader. And I had a teacher pull me aside and said, you know, she had read some of my work, and she said, I think you would be a great college student. And it was a foreign concept because nobody in our family had gone to college. Then maybe a year later, one of my older brothers attended, and that's what opened the door to learning about college, and then I eventually went to Fresno State. So I'll truncate my experience of 25 years. I was a classroom teacher for over a decade. I was an administrator in the K-12 system for another 15 or so years. And it was from being a principal at my old high school, where I was a student, to an assistant superintendent of ed services in the Sac City Unified School District, to being a superintendent principal of a small town. So I've had pretty much the whole spectrum of experience, from a small one-school district to a large 40,000 plus students in an urban setting like Sacramento. And HR was what I started pursuing. And that's how I got into the community college system. I was the Vice Chancellor of Human Resources, and then just got this great opportunity to currently serve as the Chancellor.
Awesome. That's amazing.
No, that sounds
there's
exciting.
The moral to the story is there's no one path to wherever you're meant to be.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like everything happens for a reason too. Yeah, because 25 years of experience is just really...
Yeah, actually it's closer to 30, but yes. Yes, it's been, I started at 22 and I'm 55 now, so it's been a lifetime.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then as far as I know from Professor Adore, that you have hosted Chancellor's Listening Hours. And I think it would be just, you know, exciting for our students to kind of learn some of maybe the insights or what you had a chance to hear from our students as well as the faculty.
Right. So early on, because I'm beginning the second year of my permanent chancellorship, and I served as interim prior to that. So when I first was named chancellor, I said, okay, it's important to listen. You know, there's many people who've been here. We have a lot of veteran employees or workforce. So I had an opportunity to sit with them, and they shared about the work environment, what they enjoy, and what they could see improve. Same with students. And what I heard from the students in particular was, one, they absolutely love both our colleges, which is San Jose City College and Evergreen. They feel respected, they feel safe, they feel like they have the resources they need.
That's good, yeah.
But obviously we can do better in many areas. So one of the things that rose to the top and we're working towards addressing is we call it strategic enrollment management, meaning when we offer courses. So the students were saying, they want to make sure that they have courses and a sequence of courses that they could take so they could complete, as quickly as possible. I also had an opportunity to hear from evening students, and they said, we also would like more access to resources in the evening hours, because that experience is totally different than a daytime student. Then I heard from students, adult learners, not the typical college age students, and they talked about what, their work full time and how they come here, and they want to make sure that we offer the classes in a way that they're able to maximize their time. So overall, very positive, and it gave me an opportunity to understand things from their perspective. So yes, and we're going to continue. We're going to continue to be out there. We're also going to convene a work group to look at all those findings and see what we can do to address the recommendations.
That's amazing. Yeah, all good stuff. Yes. Well, we want to share something as well that we learned. Chancellor Chaidez, and as well we were talking about it before we started the recording, is that for our viewers, right, we found out who some of our viewers are. So our podcast is definitely tailored to showcasing like all the things that our campus offers, right? Like services, programs, helping prepare for graduation. And we just learned that some of our viewers are also middle schoolers as well. I thought this was really great because in one thing I know that I definitely can see is that our middle schoolers, once they start already high school, they already have an idea of how to prepare for college. Now, this reminded me of the Vision 2030. So we were curious, Chancellor Chaidez, can you share a little bit about this? Because I know with the Vision 2030, it does also talk about the career access pathways cap and dual enrollment for high schoolers.
Yes. So yes, the work is definitely in alignment with Vision 2030 and also the vision that our Board of Trustees, along with leadership across the district, is working towards, which we want to ensure there's access to our institution, to education across the board. And we've been very fortunate that our K-12 partners are very much interested. We actually have San Jose Alliance Breakfast a week from today, where we're inviting all our K-12 partners. We're going to talk about what's going well, what we can do better. But in the time that I've served in this role, there has been a lot of concerted effort on dual and concurrent enrollment. We have partnerships with Allen Rock Unified School District, and these are all elementary school districts, and middle school is included. Franklin McKinley, Mount Pleasant, and there's interest from others as well. And we've started with cohorts of 8th graders, and they've began their journey in college. So they're college students. And the idea is, because the research supports the success of dual enrollment, you're more likely to complete and achieve a degree when you have experience in dual enrollment. Higher GPAs than counterparts that begin as a first-time college student as 18. And it also shows how favorable it is for a lot of our marginalized communities. So that's definitely also in alignment with Vision 2030 in terms of equity and success. And what I've experienced, because as I mentioned before, in my former life, I was a high school principal, so I had the opportunity to experience that, where you offer the classes to the students. And for many students who've never thought about college, they experience success early on, and it opens the door for them. And the goal, the vision, the ideal would be that they complete their high school career, their diploma, alongside receiving an associate's degree. And it's doable, and we have partners who are interested in that. And I do want to say my son is a San Jose City Jaguar. So he's also a middle school student. He's excited, and I am as well, of everything he's learned. And we're going to continue going forward.
That's great. All good stuff.
And then, to kind of wrap up our conversation today, would you want to share some of the projects that you're working on that especially can, kind of impact SJCC college students?
Yeah, I want to share that there's, if you, after listening to this podcast, I want people to leave with a couple of main ideas from what I want to champion in my role as chancellor. One, that we're here for students, that all our work is centered around students and what's best for students. So I know I make a lot of decisions, sometimes very challenging decisions, sometimes not popular, sometimes they're easy to make, but I always use that as my, measuring stick, what's in best interest of students. So we're looking at everything we do to ensure that students continue to live here with a great experience, move on and be successful in whatever they choose, whether it's to enter the workforce because they achieved a certificate or skills, or if it's to transfer. That's what we want. And we want to be viewed in the area as the place where you do that. You do that with great success and support. We have a couple of projects in process, like continuing dual and concurrent enrollment. Our students are there starting as young as middle school, so middle schoolers that are listening, come join us. We also are creating space where our Ivy League schools are coming to see. As soon as in a couple weeks, they're going to be here. We encourage our college students to go and learn about how do you transfer to Princeton, Yale, Cornell, William and Mary. These are all schools that are looking to recruit from our institutions. So we want to offer that as a place that our students can begin being successful here and have all the supports they need to transfer and be successful there. So there's many projects in terms of making sure that we have the resources needed for students to be successful. But I want to highlight those. And I also want to say that part of making sure we continue to be successful and grow our success is we're going to use a lot of data to support it. And I want to share some numbers because I think this is important. And this is kind of what motivates me as I get up in the day and remember what my purpose is. The Silicon Valley is very much a place of the have and have nots. So we have extreme wealth, some of the greatest wealth across, the globe. And yet we have some the other end of the spectrum, a lot of people just surviving. So we know what our institutions offer, which is life-changing. We have the ability, by the education our students receive, they can, experience upward economic and social mobility. And I just want to read this real quick quote. So between 11,000 and 17,000 is the average wage increase when you get an education from community college. And that you feel instantaneously. So that's what we're about. We're about making sure we help people have a high wage career. Not living wage, a high wage career. And we have amazing people like yourselves that are part of that solution and want everybody to know how great San Jose Evergreen Community College District is.
Well, we thank you so much for being here today. And as well, we also thank you because we've also seen you at our campus events as well. So thank you as well. Ghana, always a pleasure. Thank you. Well, if you have not done so, please make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you all very, very soon.
Growing up, I thought basketball was my best path, one shot to success. At San Jose City College, that all changed. My mentors saw more in me than I saw in myself and showed me that I could be anything. No one in my family had ever graduated from college, but I knew I had an obligation for future generations. At San Jose City College, you can go anywhere you want to go and be anything you set out to be. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
We're back!
We are back! Hello, everybody, and welcome to this November episode. This is just so amazing. I didn't even realize that we've already published like 3 episodes this fall. And I really hope that you guys had a chance to check out our latest episode about mental health, all the health resources on campus. And in this episode, we're actually going to talk more about the student government, about what kind of resources do we have on campus. And today I have a very special guest, Hazel Tran. Who I had a chance to meet and get to know her, and she's actually my great friend from the student government election from 2023.
Yes.
Yes, so we were both running for VP of Marketing, and honestly, I would say that you just did a great job with the campaign and everything. And now it is just such a pleasure to have you on our podcast and as a president, not just as a VP marketing, but you're kind of growing with the student government thing. And this is just so exciting to, learn more about you and your experience.
Well, we're excited to get to know more about you, Hazel. So I know you, right, because you're one of my students, but we want to also get to know your journey as president here of our campus. So if we can start with first, let us know a little bit more about you.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Hazel Tran. My Vietnamese name is Nguyễn Minh Hà Trần. So currently this year I serve as the president for Associated Student Government for SJCC College.
Mm-hmm.
And last year I also honored to serve as the vice president of marketing for student government.
Oh, nice. And so let us know, how have these past couple of weeks, months already have been for you as you're in your new role as president. What's that like?
Honestly, for the past week, I have been playing the role that I have never been that I think that I'm gonna be in that spot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a dream and an honor for me to serve in that role. And we have the whole training for the summer to be set in the position that we have to make sure that me and everyone will can work on the position.
Everyone was at the training.
Yes,
Oh,
right.
wow.
How are you feeling about spending your summer not more resting and doing fun stuff, but being trained to, in your preparation to take on this role?
Honestly, I would say that there is a lot of stuff to working on since everyone is pretty new. But honestly, at the person and also at the person who have the previous experience in the board, I feel this really important for me to guide other people in our board. And we just want to make sure that everyone can work and everyone can understand how the school work, how student government work, and how we can help other students as well.
I see.
Yeah, so I feel spending my time with student government is worth it.
Yeah.
So I mean, even when we hang out, it's also for entertainment. So we both friends and the college at the same time. So that would be okay for me if I spend a whole summer for the school stuff.
Yeah. And so let us know all the training that you were able to do in the summer, right? How has that prepared you now in your role right now?
So for the summer, we have for a few sections to understand each other together as a friend, because we come from the different background and we are diverse board. So we want to make sure that I understand your culture and you also understand mine. So then we can understand how to work together more effectively.
Right.
And beside that, we also have the few training that help us to working on the real work. For example, we training on how to become the good leader, how to create planning for
enhancing leadership skills.
Yeah, for the leadership skill, and also how to use school email and for specific position marketing, we also train her to how to working on marketing material and effort as well. So it's kind of based on what your position is, and our advisor Juan and also Blake, they help us for training.
Yeah. And I like how you mentioned marketing, because you have a background in marketing as well,
Yes.
right? Talk a little bit about that.
For marketing, well, so last year when I worked at marketing, I feel there's gonna be a lot of stuff for me to working on. Even though that before I entering work at the VP of Marketing, I have some experience when I worked for the social media for Vietnamese Student Association. Yeah.
So you were posting all the flyers on social media.
Yeah, so I was the one that creating the flyer, making the real video, and hang on the flyer for our club and also for the student government as well. So it's kind of really fun that every time I bring my tripod, my camera, and I fall around the school and then just filming everyone.
Yeah.
There was a time that Juan, my advisor, he asked me that, okay, Hazel, he had training me for a year to taking the picture. So whenever he saw me to hold on the phone, he would say that, oh, she gonna take the photo again.
You just got used to it.
Yeah.
Well, you sound like a really really busy person, and I know just before that we had a really like quick chat about how, you know, we're taking 18 units this semester, and also we're preparing for transferring because both of us were graduating in spring 2025, 2026. Oh my gosh, and I'm really excited about that, honestly. And I think I just wonder, like, how are you balancing everything?
How I balance? I think that's a really good question.
You're getting rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Of course,
important.
having rest. Like last semester, first, so giving you like a little bit back my background. So last semester when I took like 21 units, it's been really exhausted.
Say that again.
21.
Last semester, like
Yeah,
in spring?
21 units.
Oh my god.
Spring semester? 2025?
For the spring 25.
21 units. Oh my.
It's like more than a full-time job.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
So at that time when I worked at the VP marketing, I also want to run for the president. I do the election, and also I do volunteer, and also I work as the reading and writing tutor. Also like studying, especially like I have to take like 2 classes in Evergreen College, our sister school. So it's been a lot for me to like go back and forth just to study and also like work. But honestly, it's really worth it that I have a chance to like meet new people. I have a chance to like see other campus and to see that, oh, do we miss anything on our campus, and maybe we can implement anything else. Yes. So for this semester, when I took 18, it's kind of like blessed for me that I have like less work, but the way that I feel like more effectively for you to like work would be try to like balancing everything. No matter whatever you're doing, you need to have the priority list that you have to list it out. Which one will be comfort and which one come later. Try to do the one that most important first, and to see that if you need any help, try to reach out as well. So don't try to like let everything do on your own. There will be a lot of stuff. Yes.
Awesome. And so a question, of course, that we all have is, what is your vision as president of ASG, and as well of everyone in ASG? What's your vision for this academic year, activities, events?
So like every year, our student government, we aim to have a student engagement on campus, and every year we only want to increasing that. But this year, honestly, our board, we talk together, we discuss together, and we also want to have that kind of increasement. But this year, we want to focus more on student resources on campus. For example, everyone know that like recently, we have the shortage for the mental health service. So we want to increasing that, and we just like approved for our special election to choose like which option we want to increase in the student healthy in order to giving student a better health service on our campus. And another thing I think which is kind of news for student government as well, that we have talked together a lot for our plan, is that we plan to have more sponsorship and scholarship that's made by student government and bring it to the campus. So currently we're talking with like several like non-profit organization and several like restaurants to bring more like resources. Some of them like may want to like donate, and some of them may want to like do the fundraiser. But at the end, our goal and vision for this year that we want to bring more like resources from outside to on campus right now.
That's amazing.
This sounds amazing,
It
truly.
does.
Yeah.
And I know if students, and as well the campus, if they want to reach out or have questions, I know you have office hours, right?
Yeah.
What are those?
So we have office hour that vary every day. So we try to have at least like 2 or 3 officer every day, and like for me, I will be on Monday and Wednesday, and I also have like our VP marketing on Monday, our VP finance on Tuesday as well. So if you want to check out like our office hour, you can like come by our website SJCC ASG to check it out, or it will be easier for you to like check out our Instagram. That would be great.
And then as well, ASG meetings are Wednesdays, right?
Yes, it's going to happen on like every Wednesday, weekly meeting on Wednesday. We starting at 3:30, but this year we moved to the new room, room 204 in Student Center. Yes.
So it's gonna be on the 2nd floor, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason why that we moved to a new room is that we have like more student club and organization this year.
Wow.
So that's why, it's really like a pleasure for us to like move to a new room, and hopefully in the future we're going to like move to a bigger room as well, because the student is increasing every year.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. And I mean, for all the students who are watching us right now, please make sure you're, stopping by the student government meetings or talking to Hazel about like any issues that you might have or any questions, as well as we have so many student clubs that you can participate in. And as Hazel mentioned, we have just like so many more of them this semester. So of course, make sure to be part of SJCC and student life outside of your classroom.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Well, thank you so much, Hazel, for joining us today.
I grew up where kids weren't expected to go to college. We just got whatever job we could to pay the bills. I felt I had no other choice. There was no role models to show me anything else. At San Jose City College, I experienced the transformational power of education. I was empowered when learning about social movements in this country, and I realized that I did have a choice. I decided then to forge my own path and become a role model for my family and for my community. Choose your own path. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
Welcome, everyone. It's the month of November. Happy November. Hope you're all doing great. As well, we're getting closer to finals. In this segment, we actually have 2 guests from our Veterans Resource Center. As well, these 2 guests are also our student workers and also are our student veterans here at San Jose City College. Our students will be discussing the Veterans Resource Center as well as resources that it offers, services, programming, and we're excited to have you. Our first guest is Brianne Murphy, our Army veteran. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for paying your taxes.
And we also have James Rodriguez, Marine veteran. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Yes. And so in this segment, like I said, we definitely want to know more about the Veterans Resource Center. I know we have some students that may also want to know more information, and we're excited to get into the segment.
Thank you so much for coming here and kind of chatting with us today. So let's kind of kick off with the first question about the Veteran Resource Center at SJCC. So imagine that the person here at SJCC doesn't know anything about it. What would you want to share? Maybe the location, office hours, or how the students can get involved.
The VRC is on the second story of the student center. It's room SC 216, open Monday through Thursday from 10 to 4. We usually have a lot of veterans just come in, do their homework, offer tutoring to each other as well.
Nice. So it's a space where, our veterans can come in as well, talk to our veterans counselor, right? Shout out to Alex Lopez, our veterans counselor as well and coordinator for the Veterans Resource Center.
Yes.
That's great. Awesome. And so I know a question we have, we definitely want to ask is, how does the Veterans Resource Center help veterans transition into college life at San Jose City College?
So the Veterans Center helps vets transition into San Jose City College in a lot of ways. We have a space to go and talk amongst ourselves and kind of share our stories back and forth. And it's open to anybody, not just veterans can go in there. It's a very open space. It's a very safe space, and it makes more veterans comfortable to talk about each other's experiences.
Yeah. And so how was the transition from military to civilian at San Jose City College?
Coming to San Jose City College has helped me transition from being told what to do, where to be, how to be, to becoming my own person again and figuring out how to set my own schedule, manage my own time, because nobody here is going to tell you how to do that. You have to find your community and yourself within San Jose City College and the people you surround yourself.
So for me, the transition has been very, very fun, to be honest. I just got out in May of 2025, and being here at San Jose City College, I've met a lot of veterans from different branches, and also dependents, people who just didn't serve in the military, but the family was.
Yeah.
So the transition has been very smooth, meeting people who have the same experiences or just kind of like the same lifestyle. I went from a very fast working environment to a very kind of calm environment, just, focus on studying. And I set my own schedule and found a community that kind of, supports me and has made the transition very fun and very smooth.
Yeah.
So could you please share how your experience in the military has kind of shaped your success at SJCC as well as the civilian life?
Would you like to go first?
Yes. My job was 35 Papa, cryptologic linguist, which requires training at the Defense Language Institute in Monterey. And we were expected to be at a bachelor's level with our target language. Mine was Iraqi. and we only had 14 months to get to that target language.
14 months.
Yes.
Whoa.
So we did a lot of studying. It was from 7:30 in the morning until 3 or 4 in the afternoon, on top of also doing PT and any other requirements that we needed to do. I think having that experience has taught me how to dive into studies.
Yeah.
It is a little difficult to learn now. Nobody's telling me go to class at this time for 8 hours. I have to figure that out myself because it's only 1 hour in class, and then you have 4 or 5 hours of studying just for that one class on your own.
And was this Monday through Friday?
Yes, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
We would have over 100 vocabulary words to do quizzes on every day.
Oh, wow. Every day. That's impressive.
I mean,
Yeah.
language is a lot to learn.
Yeah, oh, yes.
There's a lot of words.
Yes. Wow.
With Iraqi, it's not a written language. It's only spoken. So we had to learn how to interact with people and pick up their body habits as well, or body language. So I've had an interesting time being able to observe people in my classes and find who I want to do study groups with based on their body language.
Okay. So, my job in the military, I was in the United States Marine Corps. I was an 0621 radio transmissions field operator. So, my schoolhouse was in 29 Palms, California, out in the middle of the desert.
Oh, close by to Indio, California.
I believe so.
Right.
All I saw was sand.
Around Coachella area, right?
Oh,
Coachella?
yeah. Mojave Desert, yes. So the base was very nice. I was in the schoolhouse probably for around 7 months. We learned the basics of radio communications, also how to interact with people and kind of know who you're talking to, know who you're speaking to.
Yeah.
Kind of body language also, believe it or not. And it really kind of shaped. I went from class, we would wake up at 5 o'clock, PT, all the way to probably 6:30, and then from 7, get morning chow, and then we would go to class from 8 o'clock to around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yes.
Monday
Yes.
through Friday as well?
Monday through Friday. It was a stressful course because it was only a month long.
Wow.
So there was a lot you had to learn in that small amount of time, and you had tests every week to make sure that you knew what was going on. So transitioning from the schoolhouse and going to the fleet, the fleet is your main station for the Marine Corps. So going through the military, I learned how to work in fast-paced environments, pick up things quickly, learn things quickly, because to be honest, you don't always have time to study sometimes. At least I didn't. So being here at SJCC now, I'm used to a fast-paced environment. So now that it's kind of slow and calmed down for me, I've really succeeded in my classes, and it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier now. Yeah.
And as well, we have the Veteran Center as well, like a space you can go in there and as well study, right? And also connect with classmates, right? And so this leads me to my next question. How can new students connect to the Veterans Resource Center?
New students can connect to the Veteran Resource Center in a lot of ways. With Alex, the Veterans Counselor, you need your letter of eligibility.
Yes.
Your JSTs, military members will know what a JST is. Your VA benefits.
That's really all you need to get started with school. I think checking out the website on, is it self-service?
Yeah, on sjcc.edu?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a veterans tab. It'll give more information of where we are, which we did mention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And also just kind of showing your face, don't be afraid to kind of walk in. And if you're having difficulty, we're there to help you. All the veterans in that center, whether they're student workers or not, they want to help each other. And that's all they want to do, whether you're a veteran or just a regular student.
Right, and you have different events as well coming up, right? I know in May you also have your veterans graduation as well, right?
Yes,
Yes,
that's
yes, we do.
specific for the veterans and anybody who is connected to the military community.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, that's great. And so, as well with the Veterans Resource Center, can you share some of the opportunities as well that you've been able to partake in?
Having a dedicated counselor for the veteran community as well as their family, because a lot of veterans pass their benefits to their children or spouse. We have that counselor who can help guide us in what classes we need to take, how to use our benefits. Would you like to add to it?
Yes. So Alex, the veteran counselor, he does a really great job of talking to the veterans and dependents and spouses and children that who get the benefits too. It's not, like I said, it's not just for the veterans, but also people who have been around the military life.
Yeah. And so, what is one story or moment that really captures the spirit of the Veterans Resource Center that you can share?
One thing I could share is Tuesdays are our most busiest days, and when things started picking up in school, a lot of veterans started coming to the center realizing it was open. And at that point, about 10 veterans were in there. We all kind of just sat in like a little circle and shared our experiences, and everybody kind of realized that they weren't alone at school, you know, dealing with the transition from military to college. You know, a lot of veterans don't realize it's abrupt, and they kind of just want to blend in with the rest of everybody else, and then they kind of realize, you know, from talking to one another, it's nothing to kind of hide.
Right. Yeah. And for you, Brianne?
I think one moment that really shares the spirit of the VRC is it was a Tuesday. Everyone gets together. One of the other students brought pizza just to kind of bring us all together.
Yeah.
And that really showcases the community that we have with each other, where we did not know each other before, and we can all get together in this place, share our experiences, and relate to each other.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really great thing about SJCC, that, you know, we have this sense of community here,
Right.
and people, you know, they kind of just like talking to each other, chatting, and it's just great that we have, you know, such resources to kind of bring the people together. And, you know, as I've already mentioned, a lot of our SJCC students are like super proactive, and they just want to be involved and help with, you know, as many things as they can. So how would you say a non-veteran SJCC student can kind of get involved with the VRC?
I'll answer that one. I think a non-veteran student who can get involved with the VRC can just, you know, come by, poke their head in, just talk. You know, sometimes some people are like intimidated by veterans, like, because they can be known for kind of being eccentric. Yes, eccentric. So I think just, you know, getting to know like a veteran in your class, if you have one, and kind of just talk to them and, you know, treat them as a, you know, just a regular person.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. And so, other question we have for you is, what's one piece of advice you'd like to give veterans or any student trying to find their place here at San Jose City College?
I think the first step is getting your appointment with our veteran counselor.
Alex Lopez.
Yes. What he does need for you to be able to get your benefits in place is your VA rating. If you haven't done that, go get your rating, because you need it.
Yes, you do.
On top of that, you're going to need a comprehensive ed plan, which is part of the appointment with Alex.
Yeah.
It gives you a track for the next 2 years or however long you're going to be at SJCC.
Thank you so much, Brianna and Alex, for coming here today and kind of sharing with us more about VRC. And we're very excited about, you know, all the upcoming celebrations. And of course, for all the students who are watching this right now, don't forget to stop by, say hi to our veterans, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give a thumbs up under this video, and we will see you soon.